Are you organised for Christmas?
Nope.
This is what people have started asking me.
I told you, didn't I? I didn't want to hear about it, and now tomorrow is the 1st of December, so I'm in full panic mode.
Very pleasantly, I bumped into a friend on the train yesterday going to work, but she was like, "Oh yeah, it's organised," and I was like, She was like, "Are you done?" I was like, "No, I haven't fucking started." And she was like, "Oh, I used to be like you."
Fuck off.
She didn't say that's not what she said. She said, "I'm normally like you."
Oh, okay. Oh, that's okay.
But I was like, oh.
We have everything in a document written down and linked to where we're buying everything.
Oh my god!
But nothing's actually been purchased. Oh, because that's the one thing that my husband is good at.
Oh,
like, as soon as the kids start writing their lists, he just starts going online and he creates this Google Doc, and then it becomes a whole thing, and then he just ticks off. We tick it off as we buy it. I've got the money. I took the money out of the bank account and put it somewhere for the food shop, and I don't know where I put it.
Physically?
Yeah.
No!
Yeah, I took it out of the bank because I was like, I always take it out of the bank every year.
Why?
So then I don't spend it on other stuff.
Right, okay. You need some more bank accounts. I'm the queen of having loads of bank accounts.
I know, I've got like 7 bank accounts.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to do that. They get upset.
Well, my bank hasn't said anything yet.
No, neither's mine. We got quite distinct names as well. It's not like there's loads of us floating about.
No, exactly.
Hello, and welcome back to this week's episode of They're Not Even Real Housewives, though. I am here, it's Rosie, and Tajani is here with me, and we are pretending it's not really cold.
Mate, it's like... I could open my car door this morning.
It was -4 on my car door when I got in my car this morning. And you know it's rare for me to get in the car.
Yeah.
Basically getting in to have a look at what the temperature is.
Yeah. Oh, something else.
It's chilly, but then a bit of it is sort of quite nice, maybe a bit Christmassy.
I like it. I like the change. I don't like the process of it. Like I enjoy when we've accepted what it is, we've got the right outfits on, the houses, we start like putting draft excluders down, and we start like actually having the heating on a schedule. And I like it when it gets to that stage, because you know what you're in, and you've got your gloves and your hat, and you're functioning. But it's this process where you're still like, oh no, it's fine, and then you wake up in the morning and your house
is not fine,
freezing, and you forget that you have to defrost your car, so you're running 20 minutes late for everything. But yeah, my son said tonight on the phone to my sister, it's going to be so Christmassy by Sunday. Oh, bless him.
I know, so earnest, because we're getting our tree on Saturday. And we're going to Panto.
Getting our Sunday. Yeah.
And then it says it's going to snow on Sunday, because he'd rung her because it had snowed up there.
What, here?
It's going to snow. Theoretically, it's going to snow here on Sunday.
Fucking hell, I've got football. I'm going to be standing outside. Oh,
you've made some terrible life choices.
It's the fact that when
my children are not athletic.
When he gets hit by the ball as well, and it's this cold.
Oh no.
Ugh. We're gonna have a broken finger by the end of this week, I reckon.
You got some words on the street?
I do.
Good.
Kim Zolciak is pimping out her child's uterus for clicks.
It's bad, isn't it?
I didn't even click on it because it's bullshit.
Yeah, no, same. I just sent it to you and was like, no. It's a no. I mean, we know it's a no.
First, she put out on the Twitter that Brielle needed to blow someone for John Legend tickets, and now she's faking the fact that she's pregnant. Come on. Not acceptable.
She's real skint though, isn't she? She needs some attention.
Do an OnlyFans. Pimp yourself out. Why are you pimping out your child? I guarantee you, Kim Zolciak naked bundles on OnlyFans would make her millions. That bitch looks good. 1000%. I want to see that. I'd pay to see that cooch.
I just think, have you Googled Kim Zolciak naked? Because I'm not sure you can't get it for free.
I want to see the cooch that produced 6 kids. I want to see if it's still tight and bright. Do you know what I mean? I want to see it.
Well, no, she's just had surgery, hasn't she? So yeah.
Oh, she did, didn't she? She did the vaginal.
She got rejuvenated.
I can't even begin to imagine. I get yeast infection looking at soap. Could you imagine if I tried to put stuff Nah.
No, it's not for you, is it, that one?
No. And John Jensen and Alexis Bellino.
Oh, yeah.
This can't be real.
Can't it? Is it just so crazy it just might work?
I mean, he's her type.
Yeah, I think it actually, the optics.
But
what? Because he's insane.
Is she that like? Are these people that bad of humans that this is what they're doing? This is where we are?
I don't think this is where we're not.
Okay, fair.
How rich is John Jensen?
Apparently he's loaded.
Good,
like,
because otherwise, what the fuck?
I mean, but look at all the people in New York that they were sharing.
Oh, that's true. But they were rich.
Were they though?
Oh, okay.
I don't think they were like able to pass between Luann, Sonia, and Ramona with it being casual rich. I don't think it was that rich.
It's not Have an Island rich.
No. We're not looking at like Elon Musk money or like Bezos money. I'm talking maybe Richard Branson. Well, I mean, that's decent.
You sort of forget that Richard Branson is still earning millions all the time, don't you?
Yeah, because it is their name Virgin.
But there was Richard Branson Coke.
What's there?
Virgin Cola, yeah.
I remember Virgin Cola, yeah. It wasn't very nice.
It wasn't. It was often on special at Asda. We had a lot of it.
God love and that's the special. You walked out there slapping your back pocket.
I think those were my words on the street as well. Exactly, those two. Yeah, I think we're in agreement. Oh, and that new Vanderpump's coming in January.
Yeah.
Not sure I'm ready.
I'm not mentally prepared for Vanderpump because I don't know where it's going to go.
No, we're not. We're in uncharted territory. I
don't know if it's going to be everything is hunky dory. They're back to normal. Everyone's filming with everyone. We have the normal stuff, or is it going to be the actual fallout of the scandal? Like,
where are we in the timeline?
Because I don't believe any of the stuff that I read online.
No.
So until I see it, I do know one thing for sure. DJ James Kennedy is still the #1 guy in the group.
But aren't they bringing back Jax? Isn't that a thing?
Who? Jax, no. Isn't he?
He's having a spin-off or something? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is the clip that I keep seeing of Paris presenting her baby to Kathy Hilton. Have you seen this?
Neither of them know how to hold a child. Neither of them.
So she didn't know she was having a baby?
No, she didn't. She didn't tell anyone. Because she couldn't trust that her mum wouldn't tell people, so she didn't tell anybody.
So she doesn't tell anyone until she's physically passing her the baby.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it's easy to do when you have a surrogate, isn't it?
It's not that it's difficult, it's just that it's weird.
I don't know. I think I might if my mum was Kathy Hilton.
Oh,
or even though my mum now, my mum's the biggest mouth. The biggest mouth.
But what's the problem of people knowing she's having a baby?
I think she just wanted to keep it personal and to herself, and I think that's only fair. And also as well, can you imagine how many people would be trying to find Paris Hilton's surrogate?
Yeah, I suppose it's that. You're sort of almost putting someone else at danger, aren't you?
And your baby.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's like it's an insane picture, her trying to hold that baby like it's a puppy.
I know. I do think at the same time though, you got to cut Kathy some slack. She was probably so shell-shocked.
It's a lot. Yeah.
Like, you don't really know how to, like, function properly.
No, completely. It's an awful lot to digest.
An awful lot. I mean, if my kid did that to me, that would be the last thing they ever do.
Yeah, it would. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah. Where should we start?
Well, we got to start with
the week.
Yeah, Black Girl Magic. So either Potomac or Married to Medicine. Married to Medicine is going to be super quick for me because I don't have anything else to say other than talking about the wedding.
Okay.
Which was everything to me.
Tell me. Tell me your thoughts.
Well, first of all, Phaedra and Heavenly are the duo that we need. I think Phaedra and Heavenly and Monica and Mary from Salt Lake City should have a talk show. The four of them on a couch.
Oh my god.
That would be the shade, the crazy, the up and down behaviors. I just want to put that out there. Bravo, if you're listening.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it would almost have to be like sunken, like they were in a pit that they couldn't get out of. Just for like everyone else's safety.
Yeah. Maybe throw Whoopi Goldberg in there too, just for like some crazy. But anyway, the wedding was everything. Johnny, who tried, when I say I screamed, paused, laid down, got a stiff drink at 10 o'clock in the morning, came back to my TV when I saw Johnny, who tried to sue Candy, was their wedding planner. Now I fully understand the chaos and the confusion and the extra coins and all the rest of it, because dude was not above board,
tight on the regulations.
But why would you agree to be back on like, really?
People will do fucking anything to be on telly.
I know, but I just think it's, and also as well, Dr. Jackie is Candy's OBGYN. Like, it's just like when Candy was having her kids, Dr. Jackie was in Atlanta.
Okay.
As in, obviously they're in Atlanta. I meant on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yeah.
She's the real deal, isn't she, Jackie?
Yeah, she does everybody. I prefer to have Simone myself personally,
because Dr. Jackie will tell me I'm fat and I can't deal with that.
I can't be dealing with being told what I can and can't do.
Not while I not got any pants on.
No, and also I'm creating a human.
Yeah.
I can eat, if I want to have a triple burger from Wendy's, I'm going to have a motherfucking triple burger from Wendy's, and I'm going to have fucking chicken nuggets on the side. Dear Lord. But yeah, it was the wedding, and Heavenly not being allowed to get in the wedding, but then walked into the wedding.
I like that. But
not even walked into the reception. Bitch walked in during the ceremony.
Service. Yeah.
That everyone turned around and stared.
If somebody walks into a wedding, you do turn and look.
Even as the bride and groom saying your bits at the top, you're going to turn around and say.
Also, isn't it somebody's job to not let that happen?
I'm assuming production stepped in at that point.
They must have.
And said, like, it's a group event, you have to be in it. But like,
as I was waiting to go down the aisle, so I'm like on the other side of the door at my wedding, my friend Chris turns up late and he just like stands and has like a casual chat with me, and I'm like, I'm standing here like holding arms with my dad, like I've got a fucking veil on. Chris, could you go in and sit down?
I want Chris to listen to this part of the podcast just so he feels shame. For shame, Christopher. For shame.
Wait, Mr. Rowan.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, good to see you.
I understand people that are late for weddings. That really annoys me.
Yeah, really, I'm not sure I've ever been late for a wedding.
Well, usually they're making the dress, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm getting someone into it, yeah.
Yeah. No, I've never been late to any kind of event like that. I'm not late. I'm not a late person, period.
I definitely wasn't before I had kids. My cousins did follow the wrong hearse and end up at the wrong funeral once.
That is epic. Epic.
They got real funny looks. People were like, who the fuck are you?
I can imagine.
I can imagine. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, that was all I wanted to say about Married to Medicine.
That's it. I agree. You're right.
Yeah. But I do need to see more Heavenly and Phaedra.
I love Heavenly. Oh, she's really becoming my standout star.
It took me a minute.
Yeah, I mean, because I knew I knew that I was excited about Phaedra coming back. Like it's no surprise to me.
Yeah, but Heavenly took me about a season, maybe a season and a half, to see who she really is. Like, she doesn't have a mean bone in her body. She just says shit that's outlandish. And that took me a minute, because she does do silly stuff, but her shit, like, just the things she says, I can't.
I mean, and just the accent, the fact that she's called Heavenly, it's the whole package.
It's the whole package. There used to be a doctor called Contessa, and she called her Contessa. Like, she just kept calling her Contessa. She didn't know how to pronounce her name. And then the producers asked her in the confessionals, how do you spell it? She was like, C-O-N-E Tessa. Contessa. It was just It was that, yeah, made my week. That did. That was fucking brilliant. All right, Potomac.
Potomac. So it's the episode of talking about the shrine, isn't it? So first up, we see Nneka and her husband's coming back.
Okay. And they're in the car, and the Facebook thing comes up.
Yes, what does she say? Facebook of all platforms, I did think. Yes.
I'm struggling to understand how you know that someone's unfollowed you on Facebook and in a timeline. So they're specifying that Eddie unfollowed him.
Oh, great point.
The moment the phone call happened between the in-laws and Wendy's mum.
So she had checked that Eddie was following him before,
and then 10 minutes later checked again. Like, why are you so thirsty?
Yeah, it seems very unlikely, doesn't it? Yeah, it's very suspicious.
I just didn't understand that. Maybe I'm missing something.
No, I think you're finding something that we're all missing. I hadn't even
how do
thought
you know?
about that. No, how would you know? It doesn't say was friends with you until.
Yeah, or does he just have one friend on Facebook? So whenever he went on Facebook, there was no one there.
Oh.
I mean, what is the scenarios here?
I do, because people were like, how can you be friends with someone you don't know on Facebook? And I thought, that's youth talking, isn't it? if nobody knows anyone they're fucking friends with on Facebook.
Yeah. I have 200 friends and I don't
know who any of
them are. No.
I don't know anybody I'm friends with on Facebook. It's all just people I met at college, I think. I don't know who they are.
Mine are like full of like my holidays in like Malia and Ibiza and stuff. Like you meet on the beach.
People.
Yeah, like we were using Facebook before Instagram and TikTok were a thing. People.
Yeah, it was new. No one had any clue.
No one
used to have conversations like fully in public on the internet.
Yeah.
You're like, hi, how are you? I thought I might come and see you on the 7th.
Yeah, yeah.
Why is that a public forum?
Absolutely, absolutely. And we
so
talk about how
he's a doctor.
He's a traveling doctor.
What does that mean?
He's Doctor
That's something
Who.
I thought
he
was like.
Yeah. I don't know.
Why is he a traveling doctor?
Because I think, don't they get paid more?
Yeah, I'm sure they do, but why isn't he just like? So do you think he travels to different places every other week?
Yeah,
like he could just go anywhere. Like he's like a locum.
Yeah, but I think as well, it might actually be better for doctors, no? Because then you know that you are only working for 7 days and then you have X amount of time off.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're stationed in one place and you're always on call, or so I don't know. I wouldn't know.
I do think it sounds money grabbing though, doesn't it?
Huh?
It sounds like they're going to be. It sounds like it's money grabbing and it's like abusing a system a bit.
Yeah, 1000%. And she seems to think that she can just have a baby. I love this optimism.
Well, yeah.
She's just going to go to the OBGYN
and like order one.
Yeah. That's how she made it sound.
It's so misplaced, isn't it? Because like clearly she can't just have a baby because they've been trying to have a baby for 7 months. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So is that just like, is she just like projecting what she wants to say?
I don't know. I like it though. I like the optimism.
Yeah.
That I just think I am very concerned that she is like a lot of women that I have been around that think that having a baby is a given, and it's not. It's something that's very, very difficult. It is a blessing. It is a curse. It is all of those things.
Yeah, it's not a guarantee,
It's not a guarantee. And it's heartbreaking that you're looking at these women who are like 45 when I was coming up and having kids, and they were like, why are you having a baby at 28? And I was like, because I don't want to be 45 and struggle to have a baby. And they're like, oh, it's ridiculous. You should build your career. I said, bitch, I've already built my career. I'm good.
Ain't nobody said this to me. Everyone was just like, why are you so old? Why have you not had a baby yet? And I had my first baby at 30.
Then Robin and Giselle go for dinner and drinks.
Oh, and they say that. So, and Giselle says that Robin that Juan shouted at her.
Now, I actually don't see any problems with this. Because if they're as close as they are supposed to be, then he should be able to have a relationship with Giselle where he's allowed to get a little bit heated. I mean, he doesn't have to be disrespectful.
I think there's a level in there.
Yeah, and I don't think one discriminates. I think he shouts at everybody.
I think he's a dickhead to everyone.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's okay that he shouts at people.
No,
And I don't think you can make an excuse. What is annoying, it's like everything, isn't it? It's not the crime, it's the cover-up. And Robin's like, oh, he's deaf. Nah.
No.
Absolutely no. That's not a thing.
Can we talk about how nice Giselle looked, though? The green cardigan looked really good on her.
Oh, yeah, she did look lovely.
She looked really nice.
Yeah.
And she's getting all the young men.
Oh, yeah. I like that they can't age that man. He's 16. He's 40. I feel exactly the same about young people. Also, can we talk about a crab cake that comes with a massive pile of onion rings?
Yes.
And then you order a giant pretzel?
Yes.
Why are we not doing that?
I don't know. Next week when we go out.
Excellent. Excellent.
I've been looking at that menu for like days.
It's good, isn't it? The thing is, it changes quite frequently, so that you might not get that.
Oh. All I know is that I'm going to spend a lot of money that I don't have on food.
Yeah. And just the bread is like pudding.
Really?
Yeah. Last time I was there was a sriracha infused butter on a focaccia, and I thought I was going to die.
Okay, I'm all over that. And then Robin downloads Giselle on the whole Necker family, calling Wendy's mom.
Oh, yes.
And then the voodoo and all the rest of it. And Giselle's reaction,
like, yeah, that's voodoo.
Yeah, Giselle's reaction, I think, was everybody's reaction across the globe.
Doesn't sound okay.
I just think
it can't not be true, right? Like,
I'm at the point now. I was
way that
literally
Necker
saying
could have just made this up.
I was just saying that in my head. I don't know who I believe, because when we get to the pickleball situation and she's showing the screen grabs of the phone call, Necker's showing the screen grabs of the phone call from Wendy's mum, that looks sus to me. That looks like that's been doctored. It looks like it's not like a real... It doesn't look real. Like, why are the initials IO, but the name is Susan? And like, it just looks like it's been created in PowerPoint or something. Like, it just doesn't look quite legit to me.
I fully
but then
believed it.
But why would you lie about something so big like that? Like, that's a big thing to walk in your first season, your first episode.
It's really like peculiarly aggressive, isn't it?
That's getting you cancelled after the first season if it doesn't pan out to be true.
And Wendy is like genuinely scary.
Yeah, but and also the way that Wendy reacted made me think that maybe Wendy's terrified that the truth about Wendy's going to come out. So I don't know.
His reaction was insane. For someone who thinks she's smart, I'm like, you've really played into this.
I thought she went low
low and early.
This week is just like, oof, good lord. And then we see Mama Dot.
We see Candice and Dorothy, and Candice surreptitiously asking for money, which she gets a hard knock from.
And then Mum is still throwing shade at Chris.
Does he earn money doing that?
I mean, like, Candice is like, how do we pay for my life? Like, I don't know.
He's a private chef out of the goodness of his heart.
Private chefs earn money.
I'm sure there are people who don't, but like, yeah, it's really shady.
Really shady. I am not sure if I would allow my mother in my house if that is how she spoke about my husband.
No.
I don't think my husband would be okay with me having my mother in the house.
I mean, mine wouldn't notice.
Yeah, fair. But
yeah, I would notice. I wouldn't be able to leave it alone.
At some point, like,
I wouldn't be able to let that walk past me, that comment.
That disrespect is real. I don't know. Mm-mm.
Yeah. And also I want to be like, well, what did you want?
Yeah.
This is all I've said at work today. And what solution are you offering? Yeah. So then
it's the hookers dressed as pickles playing pickleball.
Right. So no shade on the pickleball, obviously.
I know that loads of shade on pickleball.
Where is the money? Why a fucking basic pickleball place? Where where is the luxury? Where are the yachts? Where are the something? Where are the things? Where is the money?
Potomac is in Miami or Beverly Hills or Atlanta even.
Show me something.
Yeah, you're really upset about this, aren't you?
I am. It's all cheap. Nobody's got any flashy
Those cheap catering trays with the Bunsen burners underneath. Even God was upset about them.
Everybody was upset about that. So yes, the green machines are there. And then Karen starts sort of giving Giselle some shade because the young hot's not there, and he's
not in the phone either.
He's not in the phone. The pastor lived in the phone. He's not even in the phone.
From that moment until the end of the episode, Karen absolutely destroyed the confessionals.
Oh my God.
Destroyed.
I would just watch Karen's reaction face to things while eating a pickle. I would watch that as a channel.
But her and Giselle, their interaction later on when Wendy and Neck are getting into it is the reason why those two are Potomac. Like they're like, this is your fault. This is not my fault. Why is this my? And they're the frenemy. Like
it's perfect. It's like bubbly. I love it. It's like
we said this before, didn't we? They sat down and said at the start of the season, we are going to lose this franchise if we don't bring back some of the comedic value and bring back the fun. And they put whatever bullshit they had together aside to focus on building that back up. And they have won. They have won.
So then Robin and Juan come in for some comic effect.
And no one wants to see any of Robin's vaginas,
ass.
Not even one.
What?
I don't know what that was.
What was that? She's been done by one of those leggings companies. She's in a pyramid scheme trying to sell
like
that
a Lululemon. Shit. Is it Lululemon?
Yeah. She's in that one. Something's gone wrong.
Have you seen that film Ron's Gone Wrong?
No.
It's a Disney film.
Oh no.
You should. It's so good. Your kids would love it.
Okay, great. One turns up. Candace says, "Is that Juan Dixon?
The player from the Himalayas."
And Karen says, "I'm glad he turned up. Where else is he going to be? It's not like he's got a job."
Mia.
Was that Mia? Excellent.
That was Mia.
Excellent.
She was like, he hasn't got a job. Watch TV or come pickable. He's coming pickable.
Absolutely best.
Yeah, their confessionals were everything. So they play a tiny little bit of pickleball, don't they? Like 3 seconds?
I didn't see.
And then apparently you have to stay out of the kitchen, which I thought was a bit weird. Huh?
Yeah.
Not the back of your head, no. The kitchen is like...
The bit near the net?
The bit near the net, yeah.
Sure.
I thought was weird.
All sport
I
makes
always
no
think...
sense to me.
Yeah, because to me the kitchen is the back of the head.
Yeah.
Or like the actual kitchen where you cook.
I don't know why it's called that. There's going to be a reason.
Yeah.
But who knows what any of it is called?
So they play it for like 30 seconds and
then they come and sit down for Nneka and Wendy to get into it. Boom! And Ashley sort of is like, oh, I was wrong again. She sort of like admits that she
adds some
cocks up, but it doesn't matter. It's too late.
Oh, I mean, it is too late at this point because the Wendy and Nneka seem to hate each other. And I feel like when Nneka started it, in my opinion, so when they were sitting down and they were saying, Wendy said, I don't know you or don't know her to have a beef. And Nneka said, I don't know her to have a beef. And then it could have been one of those situations where Nneka said, oh, so we have the same sentiment. But she said, why are you copying what I have to say? Or I'm not copying what you have. Like there was no need. That started it. If she'd have just, if they'd just not been.
And then it was, I'm clarifying it, bitch.
Like, really?
But Wendy was just like, I thought she was really intolerable in this scene.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. But I found that about
when she attacked Mia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
she just
had
looks
that
like
slap
a dick.
coming.
She kind of did.
Yeah, she did.
If I not good Candace had her slap, I say that to my kids. Like, if you do that, someone will hit you. That is what happened. You were told. They kept saying, get out of my way.
Yeah.
not okay though. That's not the actual parenting advice, is it?
No, and also as well, like we don't condone violence, but sometimes a bitch needs a
No,
slap.
but sometimes you didn't learn. Like, you are responsible for your own actions, and if it's someone who's gonna slap you and you just don't fucking get out the way, or you
As my dad
antagonize
said, if you do not hear, you must feel. That's how I was raised.
them.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So then it's by night she's submitting names to shrines because Wendy's all been like, my mother is a Catholic, my mother is a Christian,
God-fearing woman.
and as a Catholic this, and as a Catholic she's really getting into being a Catholic. The whole world. I don't understand.
Yeah, but it is true. Like, don't keep coming for someone's mum, like we said last week.
Oh no,
Unless
it
you
won't go
have
well.
recordings and tapes and hard fact evidence, don't be coming for someone's mum.
And
Just
then
don't.
and then do we set the floor on fire?
Yeah, we set the floor on fire. Well, the spirits
Because
do.
one just bashes into the fucking wall. He is a liability. No wonder he's accidentally putting his dick in people.
What's it? Karen said he is a professional athlete. He should be able to place the ball wherever he feels he needs to place the ball.
Also, what was she selling? Was it just baked beans?
Baked beans,
Baked
and,
beans
pickles.
and pickles.
That's what it looked like.
No, thank you.
No. I'm not even pregnant would I eat that.
No, you're good.
Oh.
I don't appreciate a baked bean.
What?
No, yeah.
I love a baked bean.
No.
No, okay. I like homemade baked beans.
Oh, that's just showing off.
All right. It's really not that difficult to do. Some haricot beans and off you go.
45p.
It's not even that. I think they're cheaper than that now, aren't they, baked beans? I buy all my baked beans and tins from the cash and carry, so I don't know how much I pay for them.
Oh, so you get them by the gallon.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's it. That's the end of the episode. They get into it, but we're not 100%. I don't know.
They get into it. There's been like, because there was the like pre getting into it when Ike is like, you unfollowed me on Facebook. And it's just like a very embarrassing conversation that nobody wants to have.
And Eddie's like, really? We're doing this?
But Eddie, like, he clearly has. Eddie looks like he's caught and like he's farted and everyone's found out.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's brilliant.
And that's it.
Yeah. What's next? Salt Lake.
Salt Lake.
Oh my god.
I'll just bang that a bit more. Sorry, everyone. Salt Lake. We start with it's like the aftermath of the Pioneer disaster, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Heather says Monica is like Jen.
Yeah, so she goes to Angie's house, and I thought Angie looked absolutely stunning.
Oh yeah.
Just in jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
Normal outfit, hair blowed out. Obviously, looks amazing.
Of course.
But I just thought she looked really nice. But again, not sitting at a table, always sitting at the island.
There's no table in this enormous house from these culturally Greek people.
They need a table.
I mean, they obviously have a table, but like they never sit at it, even though their entire culture is predicated around inviting people around for food
and sitting down. Yeah, exactly. I know, I don't get it. But yeah, I think comparing Monica to Jen was a bit harsh.
It's a lot.
I just feel like Monica is just real. Like, she's not putting up the facade of being on a TV show, so she's putting up with behavior. Like, I feel like the rest of them, regardless of what's happening, will always make nice or play it safe or do some peacekeeping or whatever, because it's the show and it's the look they're trying to go for. Where Monica's like, no, you said shit about me yesterday, so I'm not going to sit here and break bread with you and play like nothing fucking happened.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I think Monica is a short fuse. Like, she's been upset about a lot of things. I haven't been upset about that many things with real, like, to people's faces in that short.
I was going to say to people's faces. I was like, I'm sure you do get angry and upset about a lot of things.
Yeah, but not to the point that it's worth having to talk to other people about it.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I can't be bothered with that.
Exactly. You just think, I can't be asked, because it doesn't... Hardly ever do you yell at someone that they're a cunt and they turn around and go, you're right, and that's the end of it.
Yeah.
It's just so much time.
There's always a follow-up conversation.
There's always more opinion. And then they go on and on the whole time. Heather is talking about the trip and the trip this and the trip that, and then Angie's like, "Oh yeah, this trip that I'm not invited to," and I was like, "God, yeah, that's really awful, isn't it? Like she's not invited." But Angie's never invited on the trips.
Yeah, why wasn't she invited on this trip though?
Because there's beef with her and Monica, I guess. I
know, but I just feel like it's Heather's trip too.
Like, why is she not invited on any of the trips?
I'm starting to stand Angie. I'm not
me
lie.
too. I'm coming back for Angie.
I know. We've done a full 360. This is a 360.
Yeah, this is a 360. We liked her. We lost her. We're back.
Yeah, it wasn't a 180. It's a 360, motherfucker. Love it.
Then we go to Justin and Whitney in their matching Gucci t-shirts in the car.
Oh.
When do you think?
I can't. If you ever see me and my husband in anything matching, you have permission to shoot us both in the face with like at short range with a shotgun. And he also wasn't wearing his ring either.
He doesn't wear his ring.
I clocked that.
Yeah. Yeah. But Whitney thinks that this therapist is stirring the pot.
Yeah. It does sound as though. So I was having this conversation with my husband and I was like, I think we should like speak to someone sometimes about our problems because we don't always manage things properly. Like we either scream and yell at each other and it's not productive, or like we I do like the silent treatment, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like we should be healthier in our approach to like managing our marriage. And then I said, mature. But then we both agreed that we feel like it would be a lot worse for us if we went to therapy.
Right.
Because no one actually wants to hear from a third party that they're wrong.
No. And the therapist isn't going to say you're both right, are they? So someone has to be wrong.
Someone has to, like, that's not going to work out well.
No.
So I completely, fully agree with what Whitney had to say. And I also agree with Justin, where Justin's like, I actually quite like it when we talk about it with other couples, because then sometimes that couple agrees with me and it makes me feel good. Like, I love it. I think it's really refreshing.
But does that progress anything?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, fine. No, of course, never mind.
You just make the lump under the rug bigger. You're not trying to get rid of the lump under the rug. Just keep adding stuff to it.
Okay. Yeah. Right. It sounds healthy.
Then you have sex and then everything's fine.
No, that's how you beat down the lump in the rug.
There you go. You can't be mad when someone's got their dick in your vagina. It's fine.
Cool. When you say your private practice. You could in America. There's like no licensing to be a therapist. Usually any fucker. Or is that here? No, you don't have anything to. You don't have to have anything to be a therapist here.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I've missed my calling.
Like, you can be a qualified therapist, but there's nothing to stop you just being like, I'm a therapist.
Oh. Maybe that's what our TikTok channel should be. Me just giving people relationship advice.
Dump him.
Suck his dick. Go slap her.
We're going to need a disclaimer.
Yeah, 1000%.
This does not constitute legal advice.
And I'm not responsible for any
for anybody you slap.
But I know, anyway, my point was, I do think it's refreshing that I genuinely believe they are actually going through some shit in their marriage, and I don't think it's just for the show. I think it's a huge thing for a lot of couples, and they've worked out and they've identified that they're not the same people they were when they met. And I think that's a huge hurdle for a lot of couples. You're not going to be the same person that you were, and but you're not
prepped for that, are you?
No, and you recognize that you've changed, but for some bizarre reason you're unable to understand that your partner's changed too. So whereas you're like, why don't you accept me for me? You're not accepting them for them.
Yeah, completely. And I think there's no right way, is there? Because it's like if you do it in different phases where you change and then they change, it's like it doesn't
Yeah.
feel natural. But if you both change, it equally can feel quite jarring.
Yeah,
There's no like
exactly.
answer, is there?
Yeah. And I just think it's refreshing that, you know, especially when you've got the opposite side of it with the Kyle and Mo situation.
Yeah.
Where
they're just pretending, they're just being like polite, doing small
yeah,
talk,
and
they
she's
visibly hate each other.
she's going through something and he's like, but this is how I've always been. And this
I'm
is
very
my
busy.
like,
I've got golf.
yeah, like, and she's just like, but this is no longer acceptable for me, and he can't understand that.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Yeah.
then they get into the sadness of Whitney's friend dying of cancer.
That's awful.
I
just feel like cancer is everywhere, not just on TV, but in like my life. Like, I just feel like
it is
everywhere. Are we just at that age now where it's no longer exciting stuff? It's just doomsday.
No,
is that what's
I know
happened?
someone had a baby this week.
Okay, fabulous. Because when I was talking about a wedding the other day, and I said to Mike, we're not going to go to any more weddings. He said, well, we
Until
might
the
go
kids
to like
start getting married. Or
we might go to a
people's...
second wedding. And I was like, well, that's not really. I mean, yay, but also, ooh.
and yeah, then so she sort of says like all the problems are trivial, which we know.
Yeah.
And then Lisa and Meredith go for lunch, and Lisa is in red and she looks great in red. And then Meredith is in some sort of navy biker outfit.
Yeah.
Which I'm less keen on.
I couldn't understand what was happening there, to be perfectly honest with you.
And then I don't understand what Meredith's muscle cramps are. What is that storyline?
She gets dehydrated, so her muscles cramp.
I mean, that's why people cramp, yeah, because they get dehydrated. But
yeah,
but like this is not a medical condition.
No,
right?
I mean, it's like a near-death experience in the car, isn't it?
Sometimes I think though, this entirely plays into my theory that they are aliens, that they're like still getting used to their human form.
Yeah, you said this. Yeah, I get it. So and also as well, their conversation didn't actually make sense. So
no, it was two separate conversations that just happened to be happening at the same time.
None of them understand anything that either of them are saying.
Nobody's listening to the other person.
No, she's upset because she was gaslighting and doing all the rest of it, but then she was being deceptive, and then but she was not doing that, and then but then she did that because somebody else did that, and then this other person is, and then
so you're upset about this, but when this happened to me, an entirely separate thing, you didn't feel how I feel about how you
and
feel.
The gravity of the conversation previously wasn't the same as the conversation that they were having. So
but we've agreed that we're going to talk about it, but how dare you talk about it?
Like, huh?
The food also looked great though.
The mussels, I can't eat mussels with a fork. Like, I can't. That's not for me, that.
No, but it looked good. Also, where will mussels have come from? Can they grow them in that lake? Yeah, they must be able to. Salt Lake, it must be salty.
Okay.
That's how mussels work, right?
I don't know, but I think that's the name of the episode. Salt Lake, it must be salty. Love it.
But you never get do you get freshwater mussels? I've not heard of that.
When they grow in a loch in Scotland, is that freshwater or salty water?
Fresh.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Because you can get loch grown mussels, right?
Yeah, they might be sea lochs though. I don't. God, who the fuck knows? Yeah. So it kind of comes down to: did you tell Angie that I threatened to destroy her life? Like, yes, but not in a way that was bad. Just in the way that we could all destroy anybody's life at any moment. That's a great way to live the world.
Who's like that? It's like that. Could you imagine if you had a group of friends where you were just constantly worried that they were going to
got that one line in your head all the time, like, this is what I'd say to fuck your life over.
Fucking hell.
It's
just
don't be friends with Meredith.
I would be like Monica. Me and Monica would be very similar. Like, I can't with this. Like, I would be kicking off constantly.
Well, I would have no friends because I would not be able to hold that thing in. I'm not keeping things a secret to myself is not my strong point. So if I knew a thing that would destroy someone's life, I would fucking tell them. Like, I wouldn't be able to be like, I'll never say that thing that we both know. That wouldn't happen.
I love the fact that you're honest about it. So note to self, listeners, I'm never going to tell Rosie a deep, dark fucking secret.
The thing is, you know that I'm genuine though in what I say, because there's like,
Yeah.
obviously, yes, sometimes I'm rude, but when I'm nice, it's genuine.
Look at that.
There's your silver lining.
Anyway, then we go and see the duo that I
Mary
need to
and
see.
Monica, yeah.
Having cake, and the cake is delicious.
Do you like your cake?
It's delicious. And they have a real proper conversation, and Mary is in a lucid state of mind, and she's
do what protects your sanity.
And she's giving sound advice about how she should be
advice, yeah.
saying stuff and doing things. Her wig looked incredible, her makeup looked flawless. Mary was giving me a whole vibe.
Yeah. And Monica's fully aware. She's like, she gives great advice. She can't take this advice. Like, yeah, that's true.
They are so fun. Like, I'm here for all of it.
Oh yeah,
I'm here for all of it.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
love it. Then Whitney gets the call that her friend has died, and Angie phones her.
Yeah,
which again makes you just like Angie, because like
she didn't have to phone her.
She didn't, and it was nice. I get anxious when they're like, I was like, this is a very emotive phone call to be doing when driving. I would have pulled over.
Yeah, but no, have you ever seen them wear a seatbelt?
No, you've
do any of that stuff.
No,
I don't think they really care.
Then we go to modern missionary menswear.
Because Jack's going to a poor country.
He's going to a poor country.
Did you catch that?
Yes, that is some language. I don't think we say that.
No,
I don't think that's the right
not
word.
Considered a poor country.
I think it's considered poor when you walk around in like £40,000 worth of like kicks every day.
I know, but like at least the Colombians are honest about where their money comes from.
I don't think it's affluent in Bogota.
And that's probably why they're going, right?
Yeah. And the guy's like, we sell these Lululemon stretchy pants.
Love that.
And she's in a fucking full fur coat that she makes him like place.
I love the way she walks in with like her glasses and her jacket. Like, could you imagine?
She looks like such a twat.
Being like that every day.
No.
Like,
Absolutely
how
not.
do you take yourself serious? Like, you can't take yourself.
Oh my god, but she
seriously.
does so seriously. And he says she's a lot. He's like, and he being Jack, he's like, you're a lot. I can't wait.
I need to take a break.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then what is the Russian mobster car story, Sarah?
Oh, that. Yeah, I don't know. We skated over that, Gem.
Yeah. Were you just getting a lift to the library? And then she's
and Danielle Starr were best friends growing up, I bet you.
And then she's like, he could be doing anything. And I thought, is that true?
Yeah, I don't think he can. I don't think he's that smart.
No, we've heard nothing about school, have we?
No, not one thing. He's not great. Yeah, no.
So I don't think there's all that many options.
Yeah, I agree.
Then Monica gets Heather by saying she's not coming on the trip. And Heather's like, oh no. Okay, you are.
You did take that very well. Very well.
And Monica says that everyone's middle-aged, which Heather's right. It's accurate, but still rude.
No one needs to hear that.
No.
I don't need to hear that I'm middle-aged. Thank you very much.
No, when I become middle-aged, I won't need to hear that.
When I become. You're so cute.
Then everybody goes to Meredith's shit jewelry. She's doing shit jewelry. Yeah. No one wants plated jewelry, mate. So Meredith and Seth and Brooks are there. Heather brings some butter.
I like that. That was kind of clever.
Yeah, I thought that was cute. And then Whitney turns up, but she does it correctly, I think, because she tells Meredith straight away. If you're gonna do that, I think you have to do it. You have to go and be like, this is it. I might freak out. I might just go.
Yeah.
And Meredith seems like great about it. She gives her a real hug, so she really appreciates it. And I was like, this is actually a great moment.
A great moment. Yeah. Except for the fact that then she wanted to make it all about her after.
Yeah. Death hits people in weird ways, doesn't it? But you have to be like, if you are not robust enough to be in public, which is entirely fair, just go home.
Yeah, but also at the same time,
gone,
I can understand.
This is lovely. I'm going to go.
Yeah, but she also didn't see Lisa's perspective. Lisa was actually going around and saying to everybody, I don't know how to talk to Whitney about this situation. Yeah, I'm uncomfortable. But you... Itchy boob, hold on. Go.
But you have to learn how to deal with uncomfortable things as an adult.
Not if you're Lisa Barlow, you don't.
Yeah, but that's a Lisa Barlow problem. It's not a Whitney problem.
No, this is true.
And because I find this really hard with people, that they, instead of like, just say, I'm shit at this. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
It gets people on your side because people understand. Because otherwise you just look callous.
Yeah, it's true. It is true. It is true. But I also think it was really ruthless. Like, there's a side of Lisa Barlow that we saw when she had her hot mic moment before that we're seeing more now. Like, she is ruthless.
Once she flips, she is an angry bitch.
So the only time that she wanted to speak to Monica was because her and Whitney had a falling out.
Yeah.
So she's trying to get Monica on side now.
Yeah.
And then when her and Whitney get into it, and then she goes outside, and she was like seconds away from having another hot mic moment.
Oh,
wasn't she?
yeah.
Seconds away.
Yeah, fuck off when I bring that back on. Fuck you.
I love that Lisa Barlow.
Yeah.
Because that's a real person.
Yeah.
Like, that's who I want to see. Like, I want to see more of that Lisa.
Yeah. I mean, it is fun.
Just show me who you are. Stop pretending to be like this. I love that. Oh my God. Diet Coke. I love that. Like, stop being that person and be the person who you actually are.
But to be fair, I did think Whitney was like overplaying it, or not overplaying it, but you know, when you're like, this is a you thing.
Yeah.
And it's important in your life, but like, Brooks doesn't care.
No.
And like, he did very well. He'd been raised very well. He was like, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's awful. But like, imagine if your mum's friend comes up to you and like cries and wants to hug you because their friend has died. You'd be like, mate, I'm 22. I'm going to live forever. Fuck off. I don't care.
Yeah. I just got stretched out yesterday.
How do you feel about Monica telling people off because they were eating her pastry?
1000%. There was a snack table in that location.
There was fucking caviar. Why are you eating that?
But it was on, if that's not on the table, it was on a high top table where people are congregating earlier. Why are you eating someone else's snacks? That's just a fucking millennial, self-entitled fucking move, and it pissed me off.
See, I didn't know which way you were going to go on this, but I knew you were going to have a strong reaction.
That upset me, you know. Upset me. Like, don't do that. Oh.
When Monica was like trying to give those gifts, and she just went into this like, and I have an auntie and I have a cousin and I saw my brother, and I was like, what is your point?
You've got family.
And then then it's just Lisa kind of being a real prick. Like, I can't keep up with every little tiny fucking thing that's going on in everybody's head. I'm busy. But
and Whitney was like,
yesterday to say that her friend died like 12 hours ago. You prick.
Absolute cunt.
And like, I had moments when I'm like, oh shit. Like, I definitely do that when you go in and you think, God, it's such an effort to like present as a normal person. That you just go into automatically like, hi, how are you? Yeah, great. No, I know, yeah, weather. And then you're like, fuck, no. Actually, this is happening to this person.
So one of the jobs I had when I was younger, there was a guy that worked the security on the door. And after Christmas one year, we all come back to work. He did a thing, oh, yeah, how was your Christmas? And he said, oh, my whole family got killed in a car crash. And like everyone walked past him and was just like, oh, great, fabulous. Oh, I'm so glad you had a great time. And I was like, wait, what did you just say? And he was like, thank you for listening. It was a joke. It didn't actually happen.
Okay, good.
He was like, thank you.
Nobody listens.
He was doing it because he's like, no one fucking listens. Like, no one listens to the response. But it was like such an interesting social experiment. And it was jarring. Wow. And I think after that, because I was like 17 at the time, and I think after that, I actually started listening to people's responses when they said stuff to me, because it really shook me. Like,
yeah,
this actually happens and people don't care.
God, wow, that's profound.
I'm gonna pour my drink.
What are you drinking?
Margarita.
Oh, okay. Pre-mixed margarita.
Pre-mixed margarita.
I thought you were just drinking like a litre of apple juice.
No. From Costco.
Go with your gallon of beans.
Right,
that's it. They just have a row and they storm off, and Lisa's like shouting at production, isn't she? And just shouting fuck all the time. Very relatable.
Yeah, to be fair. All right, Miami or Beverly Hills?
Either or. I have no notes, but I have watched them very recently.
Well, they only came out today.
Yeah. Lovely, Beverly Hills.
So Crystal and Dorit go to Kyle's, and we discover that Kyle doesn't open mail.
Oh, loads of people don't open mail. That's a real thing.
If I don't open post as soon as it comes through my letterbox, I get anxiety.
My mum is like that.
I get proper, like, it is, I want to claw my face off. Like, it's like,
it drives my mum insane.
Yeah. I may not do anything with the letter once I've opened it, but I have to open it. Like,
yeah. I just think, how much post do people get anymore?
I try not to get a lot.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like when it comes, it like,
it's something real. Yeah, it's always terrible when it's in a manila envelope and you're like, oh fuck.
It's the brown envelope.
The brown envelope with the clear.
On it.
Yeah. Fuck, I haven't paid my tax return. I have been employed for 8 years. Still get the panic.
Yeah, I just or a DVLA letter or something, because you've got a parking fine. Like, it's just yeah. This DMV for our American people. But she doesn't open mail.
She doesn't open mail. She doesn't have a business manager,
which I find really bizarre. But she wouldn't know, would she? Because Mo manages their money.
Yeah.
So Mo has multiple business managers that run his company.
Yeah, like he has genuine, like, proper employees and accountants. And
do they have that much money that they don't know how to manage their own money? Is that what's happening?
I mean, I literally don't understand this as a concept.
So to me, if I won the 175 billion euro millions tomorrow, if you haven't bought your ticket, Rosie, buy your ticket.
Okay.
I would manage my own money.
I mean, by manage, I wouldn't do any. I'd just spend what I could.
No, but you would give yourself a monthly. You would set aside money for your kids that you can't touch. That's fully protected. You buy a couple of properties, do whatever you want to do. Then you give yourself a monthly allowance. Like, I don't understand. Like,
would I? I don't need a business manager. I got you.
No, but you would give yourself a monthly allowance because you don't want to spend all of your, like, you don't want to have an unlimited amount of money and become an absolute asshole, because that's what you would turn into. You turn into a frivolous arsehole, and that is not what we want. So you have to have a spending.
Would I mind if I became a frivolous arsehole?
I wouldn't like you.
Because that's Sutton. That's
exactly. You can drink at 2 o'clock. You can drink at 10 o'clock in the morning. You can have all the money you want.
But don't be buying foreign horses.
I would give you I would set aside enough money where you are comfortable for your entire span on this earth. So let's just say you're going to live for another 50, 60 years. You need to make sure that you have enough money to last you that 50, 60 years, because there's inflation, interest rates, all the rest of it. So you need to think about what you have. It's not fucking rocket science.
But why does Dorit have one?
Because Dorit
Doesn't have
money.
enough. Dorit just has someone saying you've spent too much on your credit card.
That's PK.
Yeah.
There's no business manager.
It's just PK putting on an accent.
Yeah, 1000%. She just thought she was
hello,
flexing
Miss
that thing.
Dorit.
And again, with Crystal with her business manager, you don't have a business manager, honey. Rob has one.
I'm glad you said that Crystal went, because I can't remember a single thing about Crystal this episode.
Oh, her confessionals were everything. When they were talking about Sutton's drinking problem, and Crystal's like, so you stopped drinking yesterday, and you now seem to think that you have the authority to talk about how much people drink. I was like, yes, Crystal.
That's true.
Yes.
It is super annoying.
I don't like people. It's like ex-smokers. You fuck off. Just fuck off. Like, my mum is the worst. Like,
That's why
used to smoke in the house while I was in the house in the same room as me. We used to have to sit in smoking sections of restaurants so she could have a cigarette during the dinner.
God, can you remember?
Moving on. Sutton and Garcelle go for dinner. And Sutton, my entire thought process of this entire episode is Sutton has this real thing about whatever's been written in the tabloids about anyone at any point, specifically at this moment in time, Kyle, is facts.
She loves it. She loves it.
And she is really struggling to understand why something so personal, Kyle might not want to tell the world, especially on camera.
Anybody. Yeah.
Like, why would she? So why is she so bent out of shape about Kyle moving in a certain way, acting in a certain way, doing her own thing? Because she read some shit in the tabloids, but
it's because she wants everybody's marriage to fail.
Oh, you think that's what it is?
Because she thinks her purpose was to be a wife, and she failed at that.
All right. But then she doesn't tell anyone about her shit. So why am I having...
Oh, yeah, no, it's entirely hypocritical. It's hypocritical on all points, because she shouldn't be made to feel guilty about the fact that she got divorced. Like, that's just a normal part of life. As Garcelle's 8-year-old knew.
Yeah. That was hard,
wasn't it? But also, again, she's like, why didn't you fucking say anything? Like, I've been carrying all this around, hiding all this shit. I think you can reasonably ask children to be the dobber here. Like, that's not fair. That's emotional labour.
Oh, no,
that's not fair.
No, 1000%. But they weren't even dobbing at that point, were they? They were just finding out
But they don't. But if they don't know, if you haven't told them that you know, then they don't know that you know. Why are they not going to say that?
The wedding band thing, like, who even, like Garcelle says, like, who even?
Yeah, Garcelle's like, what are you even talking about? And I mean, it was hilarious. And she was like, the only time I noticed jewelry is when Dorit was still wearing hers after the robbery.
Oh. Like, and then she wonders why her and Dorit have a problem.
I don't know why they don't get on.
But it's shady under that tree that she was standing under. Shady.
It's so shady because you can feel the truth pulsing through the tree.
I never even put the jewelry thing together before until Garcelle said it. And it is true. No, they got some of PK's watches, didn't they? Or did they not? I remember watches being the topic of conversation.
Yeah, but so was everything, and all the handbags and the cash for Christmas and blah, blah, blah. It's just too much, isn't it?
Yeah. And then Erica goes to see her new manager.
Yes, because she's got new representation.
About going back on stage and who she wants to work with and if anyone wants to work with her. And...
No.
Oh, okay.
But then we're going to see her in
Vegas show.
Yeah, we're going to see the Vegas show. There's $8 a ticket Vegas show.
Oh my god. And
then because Vegas puts on shows like as a loss leader, isn't it? Like they just have to have things so that you don't know what time of day it is.
Yeah.
So like there's a show on all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Vegas. It's one of my favorite places in the world. It's horrendous and I love it. And Garcelle will have Jack and Jax have dinner, and then we hear that conversation about him knowing about the thing, and then he orders the most expensive thing on the menu.
Yeah.
And I thought their relationship was just really cute. He's just really
cute.
like, you know, bumbles along and kind of just like says the facts. He doesn't really sugarcoat anything.
Yeah. And she's like, we couldn't have conversations like this when I was a kid. Like, adults didn't have this kind of like repertoire with kids. And he's a bit like, yeah, I'm not sure that this is better.
Yeah.
But like, I'd rather you just sort of fucking left me alone. Because he's a teenager.
He doesn't care.
No.
My 8-year-old doesn't care.
Oh God, my 6-year-old has all the fucking cares, doesn't he? It's intense.
Yeah, but give it a year and a bit and it'll be a different conversation.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah. Oh, bless them. And then what happens?
So then do we go to the tattoo parlor or do we go to
we
the
do
CBD
and we
dinner?
meet Morgan.
It's the meeting of Morgan.
And I am obsessed and my fanny fluttered and everything happened and I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it.
Okay. Have you heard her music?
No, I haven't. I just heard her talk. That's all I needed.
Yeah, don't listen to the music.
I just needed to hear her speak. I was done.
It's insane that people listen to country music.
We've had this conversation before.
Okay, have we? I just
it's
can't
just not
get there.
your vibe.
Not my vibe.
It's just not. But we agreed Dolly Parton is the one.
Yeah, that's fine. So it's
the neck tattoo. It was the accent. It was just I'm fully invested in Morgan.
And she does speak some truth that Kyle is not ready to hear.
Oh, 1000%.
If you think you have a drinking problem and then you want to not get drunk, you can't hang out with the people who want to get drunk. It doesn't work.
Yeah, and you are allowed to say no. Like, why are you always trying to please people?
You can't please everybody. We spent all this effort trying to please everybody and it didn't work. Stop.
Yeah, 1000%.
But also just don't engage.
Yeah, 1000%.
But I can't bear the idea that she's just like she is lying to us that she has no fucking idea why she's got that tattoo, right? Like it means something.
1000%, yeah.
Thank you. It's like, why the fuck?
You're not putting random planets and stars and shit on your body for like no apparent reason. No. I did like it though. I was thinking I might get something like that.
Okay, but get it for a
doing
reason.
A new tattoo. Huh? Yeah, I'm getting it because Carl Richards from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has it. Like, hello.
So she gets a tattoo. She tattoos her. It's quite awkward.
That whole Kyle's outfit though is a very me outfit. The green Gucci cardigan, the jeans, the trainers, and then the Birkin. I mean, obviously the Birkin is like, and the Gucci cardigan are like out of my.
How are you feeling about the Birkin, the Hermes Lego collab?
I love it. It's but the only way I'm going to be able to afford a Birkin. Let's be clear.
I don't know if it's really real or is it
I don't think it's real.
AI.
Yeah, I don't think it's real. But I would want one.
They think. Okay.
If they exist, I want one for Christmas. And then we go to Sutton's house for the matchmaker with Dorit.
Oh yeah, with Dorit. And Sutton fully shades Dorit by being like, if Dorit can fall in love with PK. Oof. This is why you're single, bitch.
Sutton is a fucking
work.
top tier housewife. Top tier housewife.
The matchmaker's like, she's very self-aware. And Dorit's like, who is?
That bitch is complicated and difficult, and it's just her and Avi, I reckon, have the most incredible conversations.
Avi's such a bitch.
So what, you're not just gonna knock?
Are you not gonna open the fucking door? Who's slacking at whose job here, dickhead?
I'm
a guest.
I'm the rich friend.
Yeah.
You're the paid. Well, actually, to be fair, he's probably earning more money than Dorit.
Yeah, probably. This is true. He's definitely earning more money than me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think our entire households combined, he's earning more money. 1000%. You wouldn't work for something for less than like
no,
year,
your worth. There's a tolerance pay there, isn't there?
That's a lot. There's a gag order, NDA, everything all rolled into one.
So it's not gonna work. None of that's gonna work.
Well, she picks her guy,
Yeah, sure.
and away we go.
I agree. I don't like a black suit with a black
Oh, I love
shirt.
it. Oh, I like it a lot.
I don't like black on black. I think it looks like you're someone's security.
Oh, okay. Even if it's a tux.
Yeah, I don't think you
Okay.
should wear a black shirt with a tux.
I mean, a white shirt with a tux does look great, but like, I do like the black on black. I do. I don't like blue on blue though.
No.
No.
No. I think potentially I don't think you should have shirts that aren't white.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. What, like a paisley? No?
No.
Or like a pattern shirt or
No, I don't think so. Not in a like dressed up environment. Like you can have a Hawaiian shirt like on holiday. You can have a casual shirt with a
no, we
pattern
can't
on.
do Hawaiian shirts. No, we're not doing that.
But you can have a pattern shirt in a
Okay.
casual way. But with a jacket over it, I think it should just be white.
Interesting. All right.
And there's going to be people who can break that rule, but for most people really only look good enough in a white shirt.
Yeah. I'm not gonna, yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. You are not wrong.
And I don't ever want to see a short sleeved shirt.
Oh, no. 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 That is an issue for me. So then we go to the dinner.
The CBD dinner.
THC.
Sure, yes.
It starts with THC and it ends with CBD. So the whole premise of it, the whole concept of it is
This is like an arc.
You get really high and then they bring you down. That's
and
bullshit.
Nobody wants to.
Well, everyone takes only like half of the dosage, and I'm just like, oh,
because nobody wants
boring.
It's because nobody wants to look like a twat on telly.
When you drink alcohol, you look like a bigger asshole than you ever would.
Yeah.
Denise Richards' face was doing all kinds of melting and moving and doing all kinds of shit, and she didn't want to have any THC. Really?
But so I don't. So Kyle,
that bitch was drunk.
So Kyle is throwing this because she doesn't want people to think she's a square, but she also doesn't want to have the weed.
Yeah.
Like,
no, she had 5, didn't she? 5 half.
Well, I just think, God, I'm exhausted by the concept of being inside your head. Like, stop fucking rowing with yourself.
And that's what she kind of said to Saturn, isn't it? When she was like, I can't afford to be in that headspace right now. And that made a lot of sense to me. Like, she I don't think she can. I think that she would break.
Yeah. I think they're like both passive aggressive twats though in this argument, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like, because so they come off and they have a conversation and everyone's waiting for their dinner and Sutton's like, well, I thought my ex-husband was going to move to London. I'm like, that sounds like something that most people would be thrilled about.
Yeah. But then he was going to take the kid though.
But he was never going to take the kid.
Yeah. And then she's getting more money.
And now she's like, but what she means is like, now I have to look after my kid all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Like, oh no.
She isn't. What was it Carl said to her? Like, you're out of touch or you're like not self-aware or something? And it's just like, she's really not.
Yeah, she genuinely has no idea.
And she should do that Rich House Poor House show. You know, when you have to go like live like someone poor for a week.
And just like normal moral standards. Like, most people aren't sad if their kid has to live with them.
I suppose, you know, whenever you get used to that lifestyle.
Yeah, but Sutton is a twat.
Yeah, so like again, she's going into this like she's trying to draw.
And Kyle's entirely right, isn't she? Because she's like, I'm not saying that thing isn't true and it wasn't hard, but you are using it as an excuse, and that is entirely what she does. She's so right about that. And she is trying to weasel something out of Kyle that she doesn't.
Why is she trying to goad her on camera? If you like Kyle,
because what
Sutton keeps saying, we're really good friends.
We're such good friends.
I expect this level of communication between us. Then if that's the case, bitch, why are you trying to get her to do it on camera?
Yeah.
Have this conversation outside of camera.
Yeah, it's real shitty.
But I enjoyed seeing Cynthia Bailey.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, I mean, times. So there's the new lady.
Oh, we're not supposed to like her
Okay.
because her husband's had some allegations
Oh, okay.
of rape
Oh
and
dear.
sexual harassment,
Oh no.
and apparently they're anti-trans.
Oh.
Obviously, this is
Okay.
all speculation on the interwebs,
Okay. Well, they
but
sound great.
I can see it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm gonna have to look
Well,
into
we'll
it a
just
little
have to
bit more.
skip over her till we've got a more of a conclusive answer then.
I do. Anyway, I'm gonna have to look into it a little bit more before I can pass judgment. But, and all intents purposes, she is giving one season wonder vibes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not.
I just like the idea of like her, but and then Crystal sticks her big foot in again, doesn't she? She's like, I think we should clear the air.
Why?
Like, mate, we're waiting to have dinner.
What was Krista wearing? She looked like a Quality Street rapper.
Well, it's the season.
It is the season with the
I
green.
mean, it's not there,
It's
but
just
it
like
is
it
here.
was. Yeah, she looked like a Quality Street rapper for real.
And that's it, isn't it?
That's it. That's the end of the episode. Yeah. Miami.
Miami.
I am upset,
With Larsa.
mate.
What a dick.
She is a vile human being who was uninteresting to look at. She's almost 50 and she's acting like a fucking 12-year-old. I hope her kids are embarrassed and ashamed and disgusted by her behavior. Every single fucking one of them. If I was Marcus Jordan, I'd be leaving her ass on a boat, throwing her off the top of the penthouse building. I'd be doing all this. I'd be like, you're an embarrassment.
So I think
embarrassment.
there are aside from being an absolute cunt about the fact that your friend has cancer, like aside from that, is it if we don't look at that for a moment.
Wait, hold on. If there's more?
I just think the way she talked about meeting Marcus's family.
Oh,
like, we know this pisses me off. Don't talk to me like I am stupid. You are not meeting his mother for the first time. You used to sit next to his mother at every game.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you know her. That is not your boyfriend's mother. That's someone you have known as a colleague for decades.
Yeah, absolutely. And we don't want to talk about Michael? Fuck off.
No, we're not going to talk about Michael.
Because he's put a fucking gag order on you, bitch.
But also the idea that we're going to sweep this away, that you think you can talk about the Jordan family and not have to mention that there's Michael Jordan in it. Like, fuck off.
I like Marcus, though. He's a vibe.
I like it when Kiki was like, oh, my shoes fucked me over. And he was like, you should get some Jordans.
Yeah.
Like, oh, never not working.
Oh. But for all the people in the world that you could hook up with, why hook up with your ex-husband's best mate teammate's child?
It's so creepy.
How did you even meet? What was he had a crush on you from when he was a kid. That's what that was.
I meant to look up what the age difference was because she was like, I'm not even that much older than you. And I thought, nobody thinks that.
He's 32 and she's 48.
It's not an age difference, is it?
I know, but it's not huge. But she's nearly 50.
Yeah.
And she acted like the way she's acting, like she's brand new to the world. She's acting like she is brand new to the world.
Who tests for cancer? I mean, everybody. That's how you know if you have cancer, you dickhead. What do you think happens? You get told by an angel?
So I was watching it today and my mum came over to come pick up the kids. And I was on my lunch break and I was watching Miami. And she sat down and she was talking to me and I was like, shh, I'm watching the show. And then she was just like, who the fuck is that? And why the fuck does she care who has cancer? And I was like, yes, see, mum, this is the energy. This is the energy, mum.
She does care because she's fucking telling everybody.
And she was talking about her in the black dress at the opera. And she was like, and she's all hanging out thinking she's attractive. No one likes to see that. No one wants. And I was like, all right, mum, calm down. She was in it.
But also, I just think Larsa shows herself as so stupid. Because she just clearly doesn't know anything. And then she's like, you're not allowed to drink when you have cancer. I'm like, who told you that?
But instead of turning around and being like, fuck, my bad, the only reason why I said it was because I was in so much shock.
Yeah.
Or
She
I
can't
wanted
do
to,
that.
I wanted,
I wanted it not to be true.
there's 1,000 reasons why you said it. Instead of saying any of those, her first reaction
Is this fake?
to come straight in with the attack. I'm telling you, I also think it says a lot about Marcus's character, because like if your partner was saying that in that conversation, I would look at them a little bit different and been like, oh
yeah, completely.
I don't know if we could be cool.
Yeah.
This isn't for me. Like this
Yeah, like
behavior,
I don't need to be involved, but also this is not a good look any fucking which way.
this is not a good look. Absolutely. Oh yeah. I don't really have anything else to say. I'm just mad.
Yes, we should definitely talk about Adriana like getting ketamine therapy.
Okay.
Is this a thing?
Yeah, it is it is huge. Yeah, I've been reading about it a lot. I've been reading about it a lot. So they started, from my understanding, it started with microdosing mushrooms.
Yeah, no, I've heard of that.
They were doing that for a while, just to get people's moods better, to get them through the day. And kind of a lot of mums were doing it. Instead of drinking wine, they were microdosing mushrooms, and they found that they were more productive, less hungover the next day, and less temperamental, and things were happening. And then I don't know where we went from mushrooms to ketamine, but we did.
I feel like that's a jump.
It's a huge jump, because I just remember seeing people in K-holes growing up and being like, that is not a drug I want to try.
I'm not a horse.
I'm not a horse. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've been the size of one a few times, but it was just bizarre to me. But I have been reading a lot about it, and it does tap into a lot of your cerebral, like, consciousness.
Did it work, or did it just make her?
For the first 5 minutes,
she needs to get out of her head. She doesn't need to go in more.
Yeah, for the first 5 minutes, I was very jealous of her. I was like, she's seeing shit, she's floating, she's having a great trip, everything is amazing. And then
then the dead relative portion came up.
No, that I have a lot of unfinished business with my dead relatives. I could not.
So my skepticism really came in because she was speaking in English.
I have that on my notes. If she was really genuinely
talking
in
to
it,
her
would she not be speaking
and her brother? Would she not be speaking Portuguese?
Portuguese, yeah.
And I thought, I don't know, but it just seems so. I think that was acting.
But then at the same time, if she only speaks English now, would that
in Miami?
Would her brain? Yeah, fair actually. Okay, I don't know. Yeah,
I mean, I don't know, but it just doesn't. Because she said dad, like she didn't even say like
Padre or anything, yeah.
or like, and yet like it's.
Yeah.
It just
no, you're not wrong.
Genuine, and I thought Julia is a fucking brilliant friend.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not doing that for you.
No,
because you have to sit there and fucking wait for them. Like I understand that they need someone to take them home, but that is a big ask.
No, I'm not sitting in the room.
Nah,
no, I'm not sitting in the room.
Especially because she's already been such a dick in the car.
Yeah,
like you don't get to come to my fuck cancer party, like. You're believing Marisol with her excuse, and it's like, what? So, what do you prefer? You want her to say she doesn't want to come because she thinks you're a dick? Like, what do you want here? She's trying to be polite.
Yeah, she doesn't have to be polite.
She doesn't.
No.
Julia's just like, I don't have to engage with it. She says she's busy. I've offered, like, we're all good.
Yeah.
Because the headline is that my wife has not died of cancer. That's the headline.
Yeah. But I think that's what it is, isn't it? It's like, when you've dealt with something like that, you have a different perspective of like the drama and what's going to happen and what's not going to happen. How do you think Larsa and Gertie's situation is going to play out? Because if I was
think it's
Gertie,
not going to play out for a while, and then I think Gertie's going to be like, and then later we're going to have a sit down.
Oh, okay, sit down. See, I want to like full on knock out, drag out I want to see Larsa's face get smashed into a wall.
Have they filmed the reunion yet?
No, because they've just done Salt Lake reunion, so I don't think they've done Miami yet.
So I think that will be bad. Because that's going to
She's
come
going to
after
come up with
Gertie's.
all kinds of stuff, isn't she? Like why she said it, like.
But we all know it's not true. She's such.
So we had the fuck cancer party, and we didn't see Martina.
We
saw Martina for 2 minutes.
We saw Martina for 2 minutes. She arrived. She's got the dog.
But it's her party.
It's her party. But she doesn't care about this nonsense of these women bickering about things. We don't see her sing though.
No, so that's still good. We still got more to come.
I don't want to see that.
I'm over it.
She's like, oh, you're just as calm, and I'm like, aye, but she's gonna sing Violetta, so that's well confusing.
There, but nothing else happens in Miami that I want to talk about.
No, I don't care about. There's Dr. Nicole going to cookery lessons. How long does pizza dough normally take?
They need to prove it between 24 and 48 hours.
Really?
Yeah, proper pizza dough. Yeah,
that is
in Napoli and stuff. Yeah,
yeah. Todd's super creepy. I don't like it.
There's something very off about Todd.
What's wrong with
very
him?
off about Todd. I don't know if.
Do you think he's gay? He's got a weird relationship with men. I know that's her type.
But that's her type, yeah.
But he has a very weird
the flowers and the chocolate and the apology and the...
And he doesn't like women. Like, quite aggressively doesn't like women.
But he likes... She attracts a certain type of man, doesn't she? Because...
Shit ones.
She's very... She's almost like...
She is robotic, you're right.
She's almost like you're saying about the other women, like they're just learning how to use their human bodies. Like she doesn't understand that sex is supposed to be enjoyable, that she's supposed to like have an actual, like they go through the motions. They kiss when they see each other, they kiss when they say goodbye, they hold hands when they're supposed to, because that's what it says in a book.
Yeah,
like it's
completely.
Not a natural...
No, there's no instinctiveness, is there? It's all learnt behavior.
Yeah, it's
maybe they're all aliens. What's a sous vide machine? Is that some water?
Yeah, so you get a piece of meat or something,
and you put it in a plastic bag.
Yeah, and then you seal it, and then you sous vide it.
Slowly cook it.
Yeah, so like you can sous vide a steak, so it still looks completely raw, but it's been cooked, and I can't. It's not for me. That certain things I can sous vide, but like meat and stuff, it's just no, I can't. It's just the look at. Also, how was she during COVID?
Yeah, she was still working in COVID. She's a doctor.
She's a doctor.
But I suppose she's an anaesthetist, isn't she?
No, would have had emergency operations.
Yeah, but they'll have had less. Like a lot of, what is it, anesthesiologist?
Yeah.
A lot of their work is going to be like
elective.
Scheduled, not even elective, but scheduled. Like people didn't get hip replacements in COVID, and people didn't get their cancer tumors taken out in COVID. Like,
yeah, fair.
Because the risk of getting COVID after your operation
was higher.
In that state would kill so many people. So people did hold on if they could.
Yeah. Good point.
And if you're used to working 23 out of the hours a day, if you're only working 18, you think, oh, look, I've got 5 hours. I'll sous vide shit.
Yeah, it is on my list to buy a sous vide machine.
Is it?
Yeah. But it's not the top of my list. All right, we're down.
No, there's one more thing. Lisa and the car.
Oh, with the listening device?
So, I was all the way at the end of that before I realised we were not talking about a bomb.
Lisa with a Valentino platforms.
But I genuinely thought they meant that he had a bomb in his car.
Lisa's not doing that.
It doesn't seem like a bad idea though, does it?
I mean, I would. But I feel like I'm a slightly different breed of fish than Lisa.
But yes, the idea that Lisa could physically, mentally bug his car seems super unlikely, doesn't it? Or exactly like they said, like he's not going to lend them his car. He's such a twat.
Nice.
It's not nice. They're all just like, no, he's not nice.
I don't know why that just set me off. Oh my days, I'm gonna pee my pants.
Right,
Oh,
that's it. We gotta
We
sign
have
off.
to finish because I'm gonna wet myself. Oh. Wait, let me find Jesus. Hold on. Okay, I'm good. Right. It's been a pleasure, guys. Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate it. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Tell us your thoughts. Chat to us online. We're also on TikTok now.
We'll see you all next week.
Yeah. Ciao.
Bye.